Hi everyone, today is the 15th of November, and a day like this last year I was hospitalized in 5 hospitals, and I had a rare condition called idiopathic chirothorax, and I'm happy that I overcome it, and I'm here back with my family, friends and relatives and everyone that I've missed. I wrote my first book, and it's called A Faith Journal Through My Divine Healing. This book is written by me, and it shows everything that I've gone through since that day and until this year on June. And I also did a Thanksgiving in church, in my grandparents and here at home, and I'm very happy to be back. And also I would kindly ask you to get a copy of this book, and may you be inspired.
Today is such a day. After several reviews in Kijabe Hospital is when my daughter was admitted. And 2 weeks from today is when you are being given some feedback and report from the doctors that they are finding a strange leakage into her lymphatic system of something they call chyle, which is a lymphatic fluid. And her 2 lungs were collapsing, and she ended up in ICU for 31 weeks from a date like today. So why am I sharing this? Is because we are establishing this as an anniversary for a journey that built a testimony all over the world. From here, there's a whole story which you're going to continue giving as our testimony, because we ended up moving from Kijabe after 7 weeks to Aga Khan, another 1 week. Over Christmas, we were in Aga Khan Hospital, and then it escalated to India, a journey that was full of miracles and testimony and divine encounters upon our life. And that 1 week from a date like today, our daughter was still in ICU in India, having been in 5 good hospitals, having undertaken 12 surgical procedures in 5 hospitals, spent over 19 million Kenyan shillings. And it was such a journey. But guess what? Because I'm doing this when it is exactly 1 year.
I remember that morning as we were going to the hospital, she refused to take breakfast and she was feeling sleepy. We actually went with a duvet in the car. She covered herself in a duvet at the back of the car, and it was a long day because there were quite a number of people before us, so it took a while before we could see the doctor, go through the test, and of course get the results. And all through, she didn't have an appetite. Of course, she was very anxious because I think she also realized it was not as simple as we had earlier thought. So she was a bit anxious. She didn't have an appetite. She didn't eat well actually that day. And I remember when the doctor told her that she can't go home, she has to be admitted. That's when her first meltdown happened. She has never been admitted in her life, so that was a whole new thing for her. She cried and she was like, I don't want to be admitted. I don't know how it is like to stay in the hospital. And that was a moment for me to have a conversation with her. We prayed, and after a while she was like, tell them to show me my bed, I'm ready. So interesting. And through all this journey, one of the things that I can say is that I have seen the goodness of God, the mercies of